Welcome to the Big Chillin podcast. It's just been revoked.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was planning that.
Oh really? Okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know
sort
that.
of. No, I mean, I realized that Family Guy had. I didn't actually. I don't think I've ever seen Lethal Weapon 2 all the way through. I don't even.
Really?
Know. And Family Guy just like filled in all those gaps for me,
Wow.
so I never had to watch it. And even though that we've probably watched it a bunch of times, I just really don't remember what happened. We might have just watched like all the other ones.
Yeah, we got to do like we said, like with Harry Potter and whatever. Just have a day where we just like try and watch
Every
all
single one of them.
It's more possible with Lethal Weapon than it is with Harry Potter. Obviously, it's like 23 hours of footage with Harry Potter. So
How
you need
many
to, like,
lethal weapons are there? There's 5.
there are
right?
4.
Okay, there's 4.
There's not a fifth.
Jet Li one was the last one.
Yeah, they kept it an even number.
Bro, a lot of shit happened to
Mhm.
Murtaugh.
Yeah, dude. I
Right.
mean, Murtaugh got fucked up.
Yeah,
And,
emotionally, physically.
Yeah,
Fucking, that's crazy.
it's all about Riggs. Sorry, Murtaugh is
Murtaugh's Danny Glover.
yeah, I believe so.
I think I'm talking about Riggs.
It's hilarious. Yeah, Martin Riggs is Mel Gibson. No, it's fine.
They're all going, Riggs!
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Murtaugh.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right about that. I got it.
Yeah, they're always yelling his name out. It's just they go by the last name. I don't know why they do that.
They're cops. It's cop life. Here we
Cop
go.
life, football
Pew,
life,
pew.
any team
No,
somewhere. Yo, fucking last name only. Hey, instead of your first name, which is also different from everyone else's. Like, what? I don't
Yeah, neither
understand
one
that
of
at all.
them They weren't both Martin.
Yeah. It's like
I
they're
don't
both.
think, at
Yeah, I
least.
mean, it's the fucking cop duo that's both Martins, so they have to call each other by their last names only. Maybe that's what it was. It was Martin Murtaugh and then Martin Riggs.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
what was the guy? Leo Martin.
Yeah,
That's
Martin,
Joe
Leo.
Pesci's character.
All the 3 of them are Martins.
3 Martins.
Yeah, it's gonna be Lethal Weapon 5, the 3 Martins, revealing that all of their names are actually Martin. That's gonna be the whole thing. M. Night Shyamalan's gonna be directing it.
Fuck
That's
that
gonna be the
guy.
twist at the end.
Oh my god. Dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh man, old.
Oh yeah. Good point.
You are old
so
now.
we saw that was a Super Bowl commercial, right? That we should talk about some of those. I guess that'd be kind of funny.
Retarded.
I didn't really pay attention.
Yeah, back to
it,
Lethal
but-
Weapon.
No, old. We're doing.
Oh,
a
we're doing
review
old
on
now?
The movie.
We've moved on.
Yeah. We'll move on to talking shit about M. Night Shyamalan, I guess. But that movie literally looked like he was maybe getting old and trying to think of a movie to write. He's
He
like,
couldn't think of anything
the
else.
old is coming.
Oh,
This
here
summer.
it comes. It's like, guess what, guys? The old is on
Creeps
its
up
way.
on you,
Yeah.
and you don't realize that
Look
your
out. You'll be
daughter's
old.
going off to college, and
Yeah, you'll be old.
No,
And
I
that's
mean,
M. Night.
it's
Yeah, it's like the.
Shyamalan while fucking writing the script. He's like, I gotta start over.
Yeah,
But
rip that
it
one
seems
out.
like he's getting old and he's like out of ideas. I don't know.
It's really weird.
I don't like the majority of his movies.
Mm-hmm.
They're bad.
Mm.
You know what? The Last Airbender kind of just made a lot of them look bad.
That pretty
Signs
much.
is good, obviously.
Luckily, now Signs has some pretty stupid holes in it. Like, why would water, like really water, is gonna be the thing.
That was a little ridiculous, honestly.
But we
They
saw.
haven't figured that out in all their years in space. They're
Yeah.
allergic to the most abundant thing in the universe.
Aliens
Yeah.
hate water. What do
It's
they
not the most
drink?
abundant thing, I guess, but
They drink
all those
dirt.
chemicals are pretty abundant, or all those elements are pretty abundant. So water is probably
Yeah,
a
it's a
thing.
living hell for those aliens, and they killed him with his own fear. That's
Yeah.
the way they fear dying, and that's how they murdered him in their own house. I can't believe that. You know,
It's pretty crazy. A citizen of another planet comes down.
he's not. He's just
He's
grabbing.
just chilling. He's trying to do some science experiments.
Yeah, you know, he's just grabbing their son or whatever, checking him out, and then they're like, wow, you know, this is why the glasses of water are everywhere. It's not our daughter that's insane, thank goodness. It's actually an alien was on the way, and the daughter just knew to get ready for the
Mm.
alien by putting glasses of water everywhere so Joaquin Phoenix can swing a bat because
Mel Gibson was in that too, wasn't
he
he?
was.
I guess
He was a
it's
priest.
Mel
Yeah.
Gibson Day.
Yeah, it's
on
just
the
Mel
Big Chillin'
Gibson hour, you know.
podcast.
Well, there were like 5 Mel Gibson movies on today, including the you know, the Lethal Weapons. But
Yeah.
I suggested we watch The Passion of the Christ or
Of the
whatever,
Christ, yeah,
Passion.
I don't want to. Is the other thing about that?
Do you not like you don't like torture porn?
I thought you were gonna be like, you don't like religious films.
Yeah.
No, I'm not into either one really.
Well, Saw is
Hacksaw
like
Ridge was good.
Hacksaw Ridge. Yeah,
From what I saw,
that was
I guess.
probably not at all like that movie.
No. It just had, religious stuff going on. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
it was
But
like,
no,
wow,
I'm
good
not
job.
into torture porn
Like the Saw people.
fucking Mel Gibson likes to make.
People who like Saw those movies. They're like, oh, the new Saw is coming out. Going to see it in theaters. It's like, okay. have
Saw
fun.
11's coming out.
Yeah, Saw 11. You're gonna see how people could get torn in half this time by stuff. It's
Weren't
like,
they
wow.
all not good?
Yeah, they were all terrible. It's
Oh,
basically
boy.
people. I think Chester wasn't Chester Bennington in one of them.
The Linkin Park singer?
Yes.
Was he really?
I thought so. I think there was like a scene I saw on Facebook years ago when I was still on Facebook. He's like the one where he's like glued to the car.
Shit, I literally probably haven't
Pretty
seen
dumb and just
seen
like
Scary Movie, which has filled in all the gaps
yeah.
for all the stuff that I haven't seen.
It's pretty much that's all you need to know. But like the guy who wrote those, like, is he just he's just up all night beating the shit out of his dick
Probably.
and
Just
writing
thinking
these
about
movies
Saw
like.
movies.
And then his arm gets ripped off when the car takes off because Chester can't unglue himself. And then it's like, okay, buddy. Like, then it's like just this guy who's like, man, I'm real bummed out, so I'm going to go torture these people. That's basically
That's the Passion
Saw.
of the Christ.
Yeah, well, that's Jesus also. The God is always bummed out, so he's got to torture people. But no, it was Jigsaw guy, the old guy who's like, I want to play a game and stuff.
Oh, the little guy with the rosy cheeks.
Yeah, little bullseye buddy. Bullseye Gutty. Bullseye Gutty, look out for
What
him.
is that?
I don't know. Bullseye Buddy.
That's funny.
On the tricycle guy.
Yeah,
that
no, I
person?
know who he is.
Yeah.
His name is what now?
Well, that's not. It's
Is
actually.
his name Saw?
I thought the whole time, and I understand why you'd be confused. It's actually not even the puppet that's planning everything. It's actually the guy who
What?
controls the puppet's voice and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's a guy named
Wait a
Jigsaw.
fucking minute.
The puppet's name
I
is
feel
like.
lied to about that whole series. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Jigsaw. Yeah.
I believe I said that's the second time I might have said that. I'm not really sure. But yeah,
Yeah,
Jigsaw.
no. I was saying, yeah, you're right. It's Jigsaw.
Yes.
I
It's,
googled it and it's
but-
Jigsaw.
yeah, he's like the guy who does all the
Click
stuff.
sound.
He's like
Out
the
of
cool
Google.
guy. What?
That's probably caught in the mic.
Yes.
click.
Oh fuck. We got the click.
Very good. Sorry. Continue.
No, I mean
Go
it's
on.
just basically
Go ahead,
there's
really.
no reason. Yeah, thanks. There's no reason for Saw to be. I mean, like, why? I don't know why people watch that. There's not like a cool story or like
No,
inflection
there's not.
or like
Not
an
The Conjuring.
introspective guy. Yeah, not the Conjuring. It's not the story of that Valak or whatever. The gross weirdo demon
Which
guy.
Conjuring was that? Was that that wasn't the first one, was it?
Yeah, you know what? We're done with Saw. I'm out of things to say. Conjuring is yeah.
We're on to the Conjuring now.
We're just gonna talk about movies. We didn't even watch Wonder Woman 1984.
Oh my
yet.
God, we meant to watch Wonder Woman 1984 and
Yeah,
do like a
it's
review.
fucking
'cause I don't know
ridiculous.
if it got like terrible ones, right?
I guess so. I mean, I'm gonna give
Kristen Wiig.
give it a
let's just
shot
skip to that.
myself. I'll give it a chance. Normally, I like Kirsten Wiig. Kristen Wiig is pretty funny, but the thing about Kirsten Wiig is she. I don't know what she's like. I guess the money is just too awesome. Because what is the latest movie she's in where like she's just I don't know falling everywhere with like an old woman or something? It's like it's like just
I don't know. That sounds really good, but I don't know.
I don't know. It looks stupid again.
Has she ever worked with Mel Gibson? Because
I don't think so. I mean, it would be weird.
Could you see it like not a, you know how he usually does the action romantic comedy drama thing type movie?
That's basically what a kind of what the Lethal Weapons are, except his
Yeah.
wife, his love interest always gets killed. So
You gotta think
kind of
about it.
funny.
It's a perfect setup.
it kind
And
of
it's
is.
like
you know?
they're great. They have everything, shitty
Yeah.
comedy. Like,
It's great.
I mean, but it's like, I don't mean shitty. I mean in a bad way. I mean it in a good way. Like
Yeah.
cheesy 80s
Yes.
comedy.
Yeah.
Like oh my God, I can't even fucking think of an example, but I had one. When they were in the trailer right before everything got shot up,
Yeah.
and somehow they didn't get hit by a single one of those bullets.
That's fine. Yeah. Well, they just duck down. That's what you do. Everyone
I
knows
guess.
to duck.
But, yeah. And they're like, let's get under the thin floor of this RV where the bullets are definitely going.
Well, they think they're in there, so it's fine.
Oh, jeez.
See, they're shooting. What's happening is they're leaving at least a foot of clearance for the floor because they think that they're still in the RV.
There you go.
Yeah,
They're like, surely they're not on the floor.
That's how movie bad guys work. It's like, well, there's no way they could have escaped from the bottom.
Wait till they reload and then run.
Yeah.
And then she just ran out while they're shooting.
Yeah,
if they're gonna all reload at the same time. Like that makes no sense too.
Yeah.
Always have so much shooting.
They never. Yeah, that's the thing about bad guys. They never aim straight, and they never really have another guy shooting while they reload.
Ridiculous.
But yeah, back to the movie Lethal Weapon 2. The line, "It's just been revoked." That's one of the most iconic lines.
Oh yeah.
It's such good writing too. It's not like, that one's. I mean, I wouldn't even call that cheesy, really.
No, not that one. Yeah, when they were in the trailer, the sex scene, when he made the little joke or whatever, that was kind of stupid. I don't remember exactly what he said, but it was kind of funny. Oh no,
it's good that you've come with all these examples.
Either like all aboard or some shit, or like
all aboard his deck.
All hands on deck.
Yeah, batter up.
And they were like, let's do the baseball thing.
Yeah, let's make a baseball joke like the bat is my dick or whatever.
And that was Lethal Weapon.
That was the joke. Yeah, baseball dick jokes. Yeah, boobs not bad on the chick for the 80s. This 80s boobs, so
Yeah, they don't really show a lot of boobs.
Anything, yeah,
I mean, obviously, like, not in horror movies, which we were just talking about. We're like, none of those movies had any boobs or ghost boobs.
Yeah, ghostly boobs. They might be better looking or not, or like, I don't know. Probably not, because they're gonna be like, spirited or whatever the fuck. Spirited boobs.
I guess
they're gonna be turned into spirit boobs. Therefore, they will be better
spirit
looking
boobs.
for some reason.
No, ghost boobs is a good title for the podcast, but also
write that down.
Spirit boobs is funny too.
Ghost boobs and spirit boobs.
Yeah.
The Conjuring.
But that's interesting. I can't think of a ghost movie that has any. But
any boobs?
I guess that's not really a point of like interest for those.
Yeah, for some reason the slasher movies have boobs. It's like people
All
want to
of
see
them,
boobs
probably every one of
before
them.
blood. Okay, they don't want to see boobs and ghosts.
They're like, we can't. Yeah, that's just a weird combination. You don't want to be like frightened and seeing
with your boobs out, I guess.
Because like a slasher movie is like disturbing.
I mean, they're frightened still, pretty much.
But it's a different type.
I guess.
I don't want like
it's a hotter frightened. You mean?
You don't
like
want
a
haunted
type
boobs.
Of haunted boobs.
Yeah, no, that's not a good thing.
A lot of boob. Okay, so titles almost.
All the titles for this one are just have boob at the end. I don't know.
Boob.
I don't know about that. That's probably gonna evolve into something better, a possible better title at the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Or 15 minutes from now or something like that happens in every episode somehow.
Yeah, it's all good.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, The Conjuring had like sort of a what was the story there? Like they loved each other and they slayed ghosts together.
Yep. It's like like that Hansel and Gretel movie.
Yeah, Witch Hunter with Jeremy Renner and whoever else.
I forget who
they were like, this fucking witch is a real dick.
And these two twins, but not the same sex. They're twin brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And they fight them, witches.
All grown up. They survived, even though they didn't in the original story, to adulthood.
That's kind of a creepy-ass story. Let's talk about Hansel and Gretel real quick. They told us this as children.
Yep.
So she, like, ate the guy's finger?
I think
that's just my summary of it. But that was kind of creepy. She's like, look at that bony finger. We need to fatten that up.
Yeah, we need to fatten it's weird that she tests by the finger. Like, is that
that's
the ancient
not the
witch?
Fucking part.
Well, that's the ancient witch, like, BMI test for the people they're about to eat. Is like, if the finger, you see any bone in there, it's not like a sausage, they're not going to be delicious. So
yeah, they just don't have the fat content that you want. That's not Wagyu. That's
it's not Wagyu human.
Yeah.
You want the fat finger because that shows that there's nowhere else for it to go.
It's weird. Some people just have skinny fingers.
Yeah, you know.
Did we say that at the same time?
I said, Oh, God. But no, it goes like the witch was going to try and eat him and stuff. But apparently, the couple hours she kept them or days she kept them, clearly not long enough for anyone to get fat, no matter what you feed them.
Yeah.
And she's all shocked.
Ridiculous.
She's like,
they're kids. They don't have that. They have the metabolism.
Yeah, you can feed them anything. Unless they're fat kids. But like, it's 3 days in, she's like, man, they're just not getting fat enough,
Don't know what to do. Not a witch or anything that can cast a spell. Why didn't she just like make them fat like that?
Yeah, you can't just.
Why doesn't she just like whip up some fucking food with her spells?
Yeah, make them really fat. Or just give them diabetes with your spell so they get fat. I don't know.
I don't want to piss off the TikTok witches though.
I want to.
I mean,
What are they gonna do?
absolutely nothing.
They're gonna put a video
mean-
out of like a hex bag being made. It's like, good luck putting it anywhere
That
near
shit'll
me.
be in your pocket the next
I
day.
hope
sir.
it is.
They can
It
just get
better.
your IP address and
It-
like sneak into the
Witches
window
using
and
technology.
like just like put it in your pocket. And they'll be like,
They fucking the
"Haha,
witches
I got you."
hack your
You
IP
know how, like,
address.
magic tricks or like that? They like sneak into
Yeah.
Harrison Ford's house and put the card. Or David Blaine snuck into Harrison Ford's house
Yeah,
and
what
put
a
that card
weirdo.
in that orange. The
Or
day
he
before.
like went in there with an orange and then like was like, "Hey Harrison, what's that over there?" And then like Harrison's like, "What? No,
And
it
he
should
was
be
like-
in my house."
pick the
Put your-
ripest orange there, the best one you see. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
the night before, David Blaine also brought with
Just-
him a slightly darker orange marker and
Yep.
fucking wrote all over that orange to make it a little bit more ripe looking than all the
Yeah.
others.
Or he just, he made it cold. He like picked the cold one. That's the thing they
Mhm.
do in like NFL and NBA to get the players they
draft
want to
picks?
make the cards. Put them in the freezer,
That's
dip them
an
in liquid
alleged
nitrogen.
thing about the NBA draft in the 90s. Well, the 80s to get Patrick Ewing. Allegedly, they allege that the NBA draft lottery, because they work by a lottery system, the worst 14 teams have a ping pong ball in this thing, and they fucking pick the order. But it's a better chance. It's not exactly done like that anymore. You have they do by percentages now.
Mm.
Like, and by record, you get like the least one, but they still do the draft lottery. You just have a percentage chance of getting the first pick, a higher one. But the worst team doesn't always get the first pick. They
Mm.
could get like the fourth pick, and they'll be like, "Wow, we're fucking fucked over here." And it's funny because it happens to the Knicks like all the time now.
Well, they do it to themselves now. I mean, they don't even.
They expect so much for having such little history of winning.
It's pretty funny.
And they're always pissed at like the losing. At least like when Celtics fans and Lakers fans, I guess, are arrogant about stuff like that. At least they have something to be that way about.
It's a founded arrogance
Like it's not like they won one championship in the
in the 40s or
60s,
whatever.
or
right?
like or something like that. It's it's an interesting thing. But the
Yeah.
ping pong balls, apparently, they get frozen, or one gets frozen beforehand, so it's colder for David Stern, who was the commissioner at that time in like the 80s.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. And he picked out that cold Knicks thing, or it was an envelope that was frozen. I think now they do the ping pong balls.
Hmm.
But yeah, allegedly then, and in the 90s when the Magic got the first pick like twice in a row, and they got Shaq and Penny,
Hmm.
and they were just like set up. But they've had a curse since then with all the injuries. And
Yeah, I mean, it was
and not
probably
winning.
because of all that shit. Karma just, caught
So
up
have
with
the
them. And
Knicks.
the Knicks, yeah, they have the curse. Got hexed by a witch.
the witch who like hexed the NBA
Yeah, she's a
and
real
cursed
bitch.
the Knicks to
Gwendolyn.
being terrible every single year.
Gwendolarden, nerd.
What?
Gwendolarden is her name. The witch that whatever the. I mean,
I thought you were talking about Nira Tandon.
no, she's also a witch, but a
Probably.
different type of witch. But no, I mean those NBA hoes, I'm sure might be witches too. They probably just
Put
get a
hex
hex bag
bags all over the players' rooms, like after the.
Yeah, and then nothing
Uh.
happens because it's like a bag of sand and sage and like a razor blade or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of weird that they do the razor blade
Yeah.
thing.
Well, they're witches, so they're wanting to cause all sorts of shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Classic.
Classic
type,
witches, my god. What are you
stuff.
gonna do? Except catch them on fire and dismember them. What are you gonna do?
That's your weekly witch content. From,
Yeah,
from us. No, I guess you don't want to piss them off because they don't seem to be stable in the first place.
Now, typically, someone who tries to be a witch is probably someone who
agree,
does not.
But I mean,
doesn't-
they just kind of say witch, I guess loosely. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I mean,
but-
they don't-
Yeah, the stones with the blood on them is kind of weird. Was that a witch or in that video, or is that just someone putting their period blood on it?
that might have been just some crazy woman putting period blood on a stone, or something.
Uh,
But she also put it
and
on
on
her
her
face.
face. Yeah, I
that's
forgot
just
about
not
that
a witch.
part.
It's just a crazy.
we're not gonna
person.
show that
I would.
yeah.
Yeah.
because
No
I don't
need
have
for
it
blood.
downloaded. Like, also, is a
What?
reason, is a factor in that decision.
Yeah.
Because I don't have it downloaded.
Yep, we don't have it, and even if we did,
Oh, we got a great show. We got
get rid of it. We got a really big show.
we got a really big show. No, we'll just definitely want to show some of the
Wait.
shit. Wait.
Oh no, I mean like we could wait.
Okay.
Let's see. Did we talk enough shit about movies? Well, let's. How about
Actually,
this?
no, I don't want to do a video. I want to get
Yeah.
to an article. Fuck you
Yeah,
and
well,
everybody.
Maybe how about before we do this, let's just talk a little bit more about Wonder Woman 1984
Okay, yeah.
before we've seen it.
We forgot to talk about Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, well, we kind of did. I mentioned 3 different names that she has: Kristen, Kirsten, and Kirsten.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So, yeah, she was in Paul. Hilarious.
Amazing.
She was on
Directed
SNL.
by Mel Gibson.
Directed by Mel Gibson. Yes.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he worked with
Written.
notorious Jew Seth Rogen. Mel
Yep,
Gibson did.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I didn't even make that connection. Yeah, Mel Gibson has a tendency to not like them or something.
Well, see, it's the alcohol, and once he gets a little,
Once
you know,
he
he's a
gets
swell
a little
guy.
kooky.
He's like, hey, I'm an okay guy. I'm a swell guy.
I'm a regular
I'm a
guy.
regular guy.
I'm a nice enough
Yeah,
guy.
I'm a nice enough guy. But then I get a little alcohol in me. That's Mel Gibson.
Oh my god.
And then he goes off on like an anti-Jewish tangent in front of the cops on camera. And then there you go.
Yeah, that was dude. If
Yeah.
that happened now, like Tom Brady was
Be
stumbling around
canceled
today
as
after
fuck.
winning his 7th
That
fucking
was
Super Bowl.
hilarious.
Absolute goat of goats. But that's
Yeah.
what they're calling him now. Goat of goats.
Oh,
Nobody's
damn.
got that many
Jesus
chips.
Christ. Yeah, if Mel
Chips?
Gibson now was like, I mean, he's already canceled, kind of, pretty much. He's barred to like doing, Get the Gringo and whatever the fuck other movies those
Yeah,
are that
that
were
was
not
weird.
super great. It was just like, okay, yeah, I don't know.
He has a new movie called out. No. It's
Fat Man.
Yeah,
Yeesh.
I was gonna mention Fat Man.
Yeah, it's
He's
basically
Santa?
like I feel like if it's as if Tim Burton were to make a Santa Claus movie, he'd be like, all right, so your name's Chris Kringle, and you're a businessman actually in real life, and you hate Jews, and and
It was
gotta
too
do-
easy to make that.
yeah, and you got to do a deal with the military because Jews don't celebrate Christmas. You got
Let's see.
to do a
It got a 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, 40% on Metacritic, 5.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Those are pretty
now why?
consistent numbers there. You don't want to buy into these,
And this is a
obviously.
movie.
but 71% of Google users that reviewed this liked the movie.
And Rotten Tomatoes gives The Waterboy 9%, is what you're saying.
Really? Well, that's a goddamn travesty. I
Yeah,
have
they're
to
like,
say.
yeah, it's pretty not good.
That's some honky tonk bullshit.
They choose
Shout
Mel
out to
Gibson
Adam.
over Adam Sandler. Jesus. Wow.
Let's just read this. Let's read this here.
Yeah, we
To
see. We
save
can't
his
even
declining
stay
business.
on the fucking subject of 1984, Wonder Woman
No,
1984.
that's probably because we have nothing
God
to go
damn
on.
it.
We haven't seen it.
Well, our expectations are very low already. So
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
true. It could sneak up on us and be like an actual
Yeah.
good movie.
The last one was so great with that glasses guy when they kept the same head on that really ripped body, and he's
That
just
was
a
kind of
nerd.
weird.
Yeah.
With the
It's pretty
with
funny.
Ramus Lupin.
Were they trying
I
to make
believe.
fun of that with that Rick and Morty episode with the fucking death stalkers?
Maybe. I don't know
He
if
didn't have
it's
glasses,
that
It's not that deep.
specific to Wonder Woman.
We should do that though. On the flight in Turvington, we should.
Yes, if we could get
I'm
some
whispering to you on the mic. I'm like,
animation
hey,
going.
Yo, hey, hold on.
Nice.
Yeah.
To save his declining business, Chris Kringle, also known as Santa Claus, is forced into a partnership with the U.S. military. Making matters worse, Chris gets locked into a deadly battle of wits against a highly skilled assassin. Is that like Heat Miser or Cold Miser or something?
It's probably Jack Frost.
Hired by a precocious 12-year-old. Precocious. After receiving a lump of coal in his stocking.
Precocious. What did he do that Santa hated that he got coal for?
Precocious.
He was precocious.
Having developed certain abilities or proclivities at an earlier age than usual.
Precocious.
That
There you
was
go.
creepy. Thank you. Okay, we're good.
Precocious.
Can you type in retarded so we can hear Google say retarded real quick?
Yeah.
Now we're off to this.
Will it do that though?
Yep,
Oh.
it will.
Retarded.
Oh wow, original.
Sorry.
Let's hear that one more time.
Retarded.
That's fucking great.
We didn't say it.
I didn't say
I mean,
retarded.
actually, we did.
I did not say retarded, I swear.
I swear I did not say the retard word. That's a parody, obviously,
Oh, yeah.
of a video
It's great.
about the M word.
Yeah, some chick was saying in a video how she did not say the N word, but she continued or proceeded to say the N word 3 times.
Speaking of the N word,
yeah. It's great.
Tom Brady has the pass, you know.
He does now. Did Dave
I'm
Chappelle
talking
come
N
up to him?
word, R word, C word, you name it.
Man, any word, dude.
Tom Brady has the pass, probably. I can't obviously give it to him there, but
Yeah.
you know, he's the leader of that team. They won the Super
Do you think he
People did not. They were, I guess, disappointed that it wasn't a super competitive game, but it kind of was because the Chiefs are like never out of it.
Yeah.
And even though it was 31-9 for a long time, that's not a safe
Yeah, that's
score.
like a couple scores, which is easy.
You get a touchdown, 2-point conversion. That's
Yeah.
17.
2-point conversion.
Then you only need 2 more tutties to get caught up there. There's a lot of time in a game, especially when you get up by a lot of points these days.
Yep.
To come back. But there was some other stuff. Did we want to talk about something else before there, or should we? We're not going to review the Super Bowl, but I guess there was some shit going on there.
All the commercials were trash. What are we going to talk about?
Yeah,
this?
I mean the streaker, the bare-ass
Which is
naked
not good.
guy runs out onto the field. Apparently, there was a prop bet that if you run onto the field, you know, or like if a fan ran onto the field, so this guy was like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll bet like a lot of money on this. I guess they put, I don't know how much, what the rumor was, but he apparently won, or not won, I don't know why I say won, like it's a lottery, like
Well,
he's
he
at a
was the winner.
casino. He allegedly got, and I'm saying allegedly a lot.
Well, it's all alleged.
This is
Even
all
though it's
alleged.
on
Don't
camera.
take it from me.
Even though it's on camera,
Or
that's
you
all
are
alleged.
a.
Retarded.
Hold on.
Retard.
No way! It says it like like Alan from The
A
Hangover.
retard.
That's weird.
Oh my god. A retard.
Huh.
This is too much fun.
Yeah, no,
Google.
This is weird.
Man, you know, I bet those like crazy people at Google who are all about like pronouns and shit. If someone types in retarded and then clicks the
They were like, we can't have someone legitimately say retard. So
retard.
They were like, let's do the other thing.
Let's do it like a you know.
But
let's
that
say
is
it.
a way to say it, I guess.
If you're retarded.
But that wasn't the definition that they showed. They showed the.
That's like retarding the
Intellectual
growth or
disability.
retarding flames or
Yeah.
retarding, you know, intellect.
And yeah. Jeez. So yeah, the Super Bowl happened. This guy
Oh
may
my
have won
goodness, you said it.
370. Oh fuck.
I don't know if that's all. You'll just bleep it. Would you
Yeah, we'll
just
believe it.
yeah,
We
bleep it.
haven't. I think we said it in the last
the Wonder
2,
Bowl.
and nothing happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
The big
Superb
game.
Bowl.
The Chicken Bowl.
Yeah.
The Pea Bowl. The Big Bowl. The Bully Bowl. The Bully.
Got you. We got the Bulls.
One more.
But-
One more. The Bulliest of Bullies. Okay.
The bullies. So
Yeah.
early in the game.
Yes.
No. Did I mention that he won $375,000 or whatever
I think.
with this bet, and had his friend run out
I don't know.
earlier to
Remember.
create a diversion so there would be less security there, so he could run out far
See,
onto
that's
the
a
field
good plan.
and get into the end zone maybe.
Clearly,
Maybe
he
meet
watched
Patrick
Lethal
Mahomes
Weapon
or Tom
2.
Brady. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just been revoked.
Yeah.
That's probably copywritten, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thanks. But earlier in the game, this is a lesser talked about storyline. Bruce Arians making this poor punter punt again
Oh my
after
god.
he dropped the ball the first time. He was obviously nervous.
Yeah.
This is beyond X's and O's of football. You don't have to be like
Yeah.
like this is a good, like, other stuff involved in coaching besides calling plays and getting people lined up is like having the wherewithal, the fervor to then make the punter punt again,
The gumption.
knowing that he's the gumption. He's
Gumption.
punting to your side again. And you could take the ball on the 30
Mhm.
right there with the momentum.
Yep.
Just scored or something. I don't know if they just scored, but or you
Yep.
can make this guy punt again, make him get out on the field after he dropped the ball, and have all those guys run after him like on a punt block
Yeah.
play. Have everybody at the line or some shit.
You
And
can't.
show pressure at least.
Yeah.
Shanked it.
Taking
the
a guy
ball.
out will kill his confidence.
Yeah. Brady and the Honey Badger, John at each other, and then they just got too frustrated towards the end of that half.
Yeah, that was pretty
It was
funny.
weird. They got too much pressure on Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, it was really
no matter how
weird.
good you are, I guess, as a quarterback with all your weapons and shit, like Tyreek Hill and
Yeah.
Travis Kelce, you gotta have
Yeah.
a wall up front. And they were missing Eric Fisher,
Yep.
their left tackle.
You could throw with your body parallel to the ground all day.
That was
Won't
amazing.
matter.
That was one of the craziest throws I've ever seen. It hit the guy right in the face mask.
That was insane
Couldn't
how
catch
fucking accurate that was, and how he didn't need to plant on the ground to get any leverage to throw that ball.
He has a crazy arm. He can throw like 85 yards on the run for sure.
It's so weird.
Maybe not the run, but like running forward. But he had another one where he was on the sideline, like on the left side, and the guy had his legs and was twisting him around.
Yeah.
He spun around
Yes, they
twice,
do.
and then threw the ball like on the spin, hit the back pylon thing.
Oh my god.
And that's like I guess a place where you want to aim
Yeah.
if someone's running a fade. But like, yeah, that was a weird throw too.
He was like able to pick out that little object in that split second and throw the ball at it. What the fuck?
He's different. He's up next. He's gonna be back in the Super Bowl
yeah, I mean,
probably many a time. Superb
yeah.
Bowl, Jesus.
Super Bowl. Yeah, you
Uh,
probably just bleep it again.
But
Whatever.
it's difficult. I mean, people play in the NFL and don't even get to the playoffs, like in
Yeah.
15 seasons.
If they keep the Chiefs
a
together
career.
the way they are, they might make it back.
Difficult to do because people need to get paid
Yep.
and they don't want to take pay cuts. Allegedly, the Buccaneers are going to take pay cuts.
Pat can afford one for sure.
Yeah,
Patrick. After
Mahomes,
that contract.
$500 million man.
He could probably just not take any sort of money at all for the rest of the time and just be like,
That's the thing. You have to take your money,
oh, yeah.
and if they're offering a $500 million contract, you sign it.
Oh, of course. What? Jeez.
I don't know if you. I mean, allegedly, Brady took like pay cuts a lot in his time in New England.
Didn't work really.
I mean, they won
I don't say
6
it
Super
didn't
Bowls.
work. Yeah, they won
So-
six
so
of.
he
yeah.
could get a team together and shit.
Yeah.
So you want
Yeah.
to take a little pay cut there.
It worked.
It worked. Patty Mahomes could restructure his contract, I guess, and stretch it out. So
Mhm.
it's over a longer period of time. I think it is over a slightly longer period of time, so they don't get like.
It was like 10 years.
It wasn't 10 years, I don't think.
7.
That's more like it. It's more
7.
speaking of 7, that is the amount of rings
Wow.
that Tom Brady
Yeah.
has.
Crap.
And this is the Tom Brady challenge. I want everybody to do this. Rip 7 bowls in a
Yes.
row in honor of the 7 bowls.
Yes. Rip 7 bowls.
rip
Doesn't
7
matter
bowls.
what. Put something in a bowl. Rip it 7 times.
Yes. Like a Beyblade.
Yeah. Rip a Beyblade 7 times inside of a bowl of cereal
If
and
you
just
know
watch
what
the
we
milk go
mean.
everywhere. Yeah, fill it with meat and put the Beyblade in the.
I
What the
said,
fuck?
I said if you know what we mean.
Oh, I thought you said fill it if you fill it with meat. I was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I have headphones on and everything. Still didn't hear that. That's great.
I was away from the mic, I guess.
Yeah, it's good.
Fuck.
Yeah, you need to stay over there.
Yeah. All right, I want to move on to a
Stay
story.
near.
This
Absolutely.
is kind of crazy. I saw this as I'm scrolling through the clickbait headlines. Dangerous stuff. Hackers tried to poison water supply of Florida town.
Yeah.
For years, cybersecurity experts have warned of attacks on small municipal systems in Oldsmar, Florida, kind of near Tampa, I guess. The levels of lie were changed and could have sickened residents. This is crazy.
Boy.
It's kind of like frightening, I guess.
Yeah, well, the thing is, why didn't the media like pick up on any of this and tell us that, like, because they always love to scare the shit out of everybody. This is just
Oh, yeah,
another
they love
story.
to lie.
Hackers
biggest
are gonna poison the
storm
water supply.
Of all time is
Yeah.
coming this weekend, and
The what?
no, they're always like
Oh yeah,
doing that with the big hurricanes and shit. But yeah, they're like,
yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't come up and say someone done changed the water recipe, everybody.
The water recipe.
We got, like someone
Yeah.
hacked the water recipe. That's what
Alert
happened
the
here.
chefs for
Uh,
water.
The chefs
water
of the
chefs.
water plant were, I guess.
The chefs of the water plant. The water chefs were so mad. They're like, oh
Dude,
nah, my
honestly,
water is
a gourmet
ruined.
water shop
Yeah.
would probably do really well in certain towns.
We put moon water in there, but we'll
Yeah.
get to that.
We'll serve open up right in L.A.
Yeah, it's great. But yeah, they were gonna throw a lie in there, which is a
Well,
poison,
They
absolute
Let me
poison.
read this a little bit. Okay, so Sheriff Bob Gualtieri of Pinellas County said at a news conference on Monday, he said the level of sodium. No, I'm not
Give
gonna
it an
read like
Italian
that.
accent.
The level of Sidodium.
Sidodium
Jesus
chloride.
Yeah, the main ingredient in drain cleaner.
Sidodium
I'm not even gonna
chloride.
read the real thing.
That's
No, no.
right.
Sodium hydroxide, the main ingredient in drain cleaner, was changed from 100 parts per million to 11,100 parts per million. Dangerous levels that it could have badly sickened residents if it had reached their homes. This is dangerous stuff, Mr. Gualtieri said, urging managers of critical infrastructure systems, particularly in the Tampa area, to review and tighten their computer systems. It's a bad act. It's a bad actor. It's not just a little chlorine or a little fluoride. You're basically talking about lye.
They literally
That's what
are
he
talking
says.
about lye.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my
lye
God. Lye will
is
dissolve your
when-
throat.
It's not true, okay?
Not
not
good.
when
You
you're
shouldn't
telling the
drink it
truth.
for sure.
A lye is something that's bad.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
used in like clothes washing back in like the 40s, and then children would drink it all the time and get their throats fucked up. It's a special on. I think I was watching this with Dad one time. It was another fun trauma life in the ER thing. Fucking this lady
They
who's
only
like
play the same
90.
goddamn episodes of that.
There are
Really?
so many. It's insane. And I always remember the freaking like little cut scene noise, just like that. Trauma life in New York. I think that's what it was. Yeah, or some shit like that. But this woman who drank lye as a young girl or whatever. Her mom was like
Good?
doing laundry out in the yard like you do in the 40s or whatever, and hanging
Oh,
it up.
God.
Yeah, with a washboard, that thing that hillbillies play with pencils, just that fucking bullshit. And
Do you rain too much to like do that?
probably
To hang your
to hang
clothes
your
up?
clothing if you're in like any of those areas. Yeah, I bet. But the girl just walked up and had some lye, and then she started screaming because her throat was fucking
On fire.
dissolving. But basically, she was like now older, and it was like an emergency call because she was choking on a piece of chicken, and it looked like from what they pulled out of her throat that she didn't even try to chew. So I
Really?
mean, yeah, but like it was damaging her throat, and she
Wow.
had throat issues. Trouble swallowing is one way
What are
to
the side effects?
yes of drinking
Metal
lye.
hydroxide traditionally obtained by leaching wood ashes or strong alkali, which is highly soluble in water, producing caustic basic solutions. Interesting.
Yay!
And it is dangerous.
Absolutely.
Sometimes called
Corrosive.
lime water.
Lime water.
It's a
That
strong
sounds delicious.
caustic oh yeah, I'd try some lime water. Maybe they should hack our recipe and put a little cucumber in
Yeah,
that
put some
bitch.
damn cucumber and lime up in there. But hey, water treatment plants, could you have some cucumber and lime juice?
I mean, I
That's
don't know
the
why they
future.
wouldn't. I don't want a like a lemon wedge in there though.
Yeah, like coming out of the water spigot or something. Just
fuck that.
lemon pieces coming out. But yeah, hopefully this, because there were the guys who tried to break into that nuclear plant who almost did in Brussels, I believe, and they were going to melt it down. They were going to go
What?
in there and fucking melt down the
Jeez.
nuclear power plant. And they said if they did succeed, it would have been like fucking Chernobyl times 10 or
Yikes.
something. Yeah, so that's a huge threat.
That's
also,
10 times worse than Chernobyl.
Exactly. Picture Chernobyl 10 times worse than that.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
Dire
I mean,
Chernobyl.
not good. Already weird shit going on there that like they're trying to make movies out of, but they wind up being terrible.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's something there called the elephant's foot. Or
Is
the
that a
elephant
person?
Foot. It's like the some of the shit that came out of the reactor and it like just stayed there.
What?
And like the people that got near it, just like immediately fucking.
They were just
died.
liquefied.
Like I gotta read
The
up
elephant's
some shit 'cause
foot?
I watched a video on it.
Oh,
It was fucking
Jesus.
disgusting.
That's great. No, thanks.
Yeah, I gotta show you.
Cool. Right at night. So the people just like, there's one I heard a story of a guy like woke up in the middle of the night during the reaction, and there's like fallout everywhere, and his like skin slid off of his legs like socks or some shit when he stood up. Yeah, it just breaks down your cells. You fucking
Jeez.
dissolve.
This is the elephant's foot, I guess.
Oh, is that all the material coming out?
It's like what came out there.
Oh my god.
I don't know what this is.
They
This just
call
looks
that
like a guy's getting sucked into it, like as a ghost or something.
What
but,
the fuck?
I don't think that's a.
It's like a construction hat. He's becoming absorbing, man. That's great. And that was the thing that pretty much melted people alive.
Ah, fuck! I got rid of it. Hold on.
Oh, yay. That's good. But yeah, it was just basically the worst. Didn't they pull people out of there and like their eyes were blue and when they were previously brown or some shit?
Well, let's see here. It's a large mass of black corium with many layers, externally resembling tree bark and glass. formed during the Chernobyl disaster. I gotta read up. Yeah, okay, cool. The elephant's foot initially gave off more than 10,000 roentgens an hour.
What the
I
fuck?
don't know what the fuck that is. Which would kill a person 3 feet from it in less than 2 minutes. So that's pretty crazy. More than 30 workers died from acute radiation syndrome during the explosion and ensuring cleanup.
It's good that we have this.
Yeah, only 30 seconds near it would result in dizziness and fatigue.
Jesus Christ.
2 minutes near it and your cells would begin to hemorrhage. By the time you hit the 5-minute mark, you're a goner. Even after 30 years, the foot is still melting through the concrete base of the power plant.
Holy shit.
Yikes.
Wait, it's still burning?
I guess.
Oh my
Yikes.
god, what the fuck is going on? Like Dr. Octopus shit over there?
Yeah.
It's just powering its own self.
It's just pretty radioactive, I guess.
That's great.
Yeah, I don't know where I saw that video. It was like top 10 worst fucking things ever.
That's a good title. Top 10 worst fucking things ever. That was definitely one of the top 10, and that shit's everywhere. It's like at the bottom of Loch Ness. Not the elephant's foot, but fallout from the radiation. All that shit. That's not good. Not good. Not good at all.
So like it probably initially started with a meme because one of the posts about it. One of the posts about it on Instagram was like, "This is the closest we came to producing Medusa" or some shit. Because it's like, I guess if you look at it, you die, or if you're in its presence, basically. But you don't really turn to stone.
Yeah, it's pretty lame.
So like, yeah.
It's not Medusa. It's a pile of shit that burns you alive, or that just
Just
dissolves
like
your body.
Medusa.
Yeah, pile of shit. A pile of shit. But what was this?
Yeah, let's read more about this.
Let's get off the elephant's
lie.
foot.
Poisoning.
Pretty good tangent. But yeah,
So they said, Marco Rubio said this is a
Little Marco.
matter of national security.
I would say I
Security.
agree.
The authorities said the plot unfolded last Friday morning when an employee noticed that someone was controlling his computer.
That's
He
lovely.
initially dismissed it. This is like some real 90s hacker
Initially dismissed it.
shit. Initially dismissed it because the city has software that allows supervisors to access computers remotely. But about 5.5 hours later,
Five and a
the
half.
employee saw that different programs were opening and the level of lie changed.
Oh my
The
fucking
intrusion lasted about 3 and 5 minutes, the sheriff said. See, that's kind of a contradiction, right? Because it says 5.5 hours,
Yeah,
and
what?
then 3 and 5 minutes. What happened in those 5 hours?
Yeah, did the intrusion lasted that long, and then what did they do? Set a timer for the lie to go off 5 hours later? Why do they have a
No,
lie?
I mean, I guess they're saying that whenever the lie changed, that was like 3 and 5 minutes. I don't know. Though the hack was mitigated before it could reach the drinking supply, the scenario, a cyber attack on a water treatment facility that contaminates a town's water, which has long been feared by cybersecurity experts, and across the nation, water plant operators, plus those at dams and oil and gas pipelines, have accelerated the transformation to digital systems that allow
that's great.
engineers and contractors to monitor the temperature and pressure and chemical levers
You damn chemical lover.
levels from remote workstations. That remote access can be exploited by hackers looking to exact harm. Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
That's what we're
like-
doing also with the military or the nuclear program too. We're digitizing everything and making it.
Ah,
Yeah, it's
Jesus.
great. I think we should just increase there's not enough stuff threatening the human race. I think we need more stuff to be hackable, like like nukes.
Yeah, because like that kind of separate or like it brings you so far away from it that someone could probably get in the mindset to hack a nuke or something.
Yeah.
But if you're right next to the nuke, you gotta have 3 keys and
Yeah.
be in the presence of it to actually do it. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's more difficult for
That was a
everybody
fart. I should have
to do
farted
that.
to the mic.
That
Damn,
was
what a
scary.
waste.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Sorry, it was pretty
No, you're
vibrated.
good.
The chair
But it-
vibrated.
As stay-at-home orders went into effect in Israel last year, Israeli officials reported that hackers affiliated with Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps made a
Allegedly.
failed attempt. Yeah, made a failed attempt to hack the country's water supply. Israel retaliated in kind with a disruptive cyber attack on an Iranian port. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
2 wrongs don't make a right, Israel.
Well, apparently they gotta overcorrect a lot. So.
So in turn, they hacked Iran's water supply.
Yeah, and killed them all. But why are we drinking lye in the first place? What's up with the lye in the water? Does it help it get clean?
No, I guess
Put
it's not
lye in
supposed
there.
to be in They didn't lie.
They
I
just-
mean, like in the water, but did they just admit to poisoning all of us?
They're just like, all right, well, they hacked the lie tank or whatever. It's like, wait, why do we have a lie tank in here? It's just in case, you know. We don't actually put the lie in there. It's just like waiting right
I
there
guess
to
it was just,
inject
like,
into the water.
A really small amount.
In case of everyone changing their minds about water safety, inject lie.
Now, is this just like a thing to make us like scared or whatever of cyber attacks from Russia? Because now they're like
Russian hackers will
talking
do
about
it.
Russian hackers, and it is the New York Times.
Oh
And
my
they love
god.
talking about
They just
Russian
hate
spies and
Russia.
shit.
Why can't we just be friends with? Like, come on. Wait,
Right?
do we have to just hate Russia? Vlad's a cool guy.
It's
Okay.
not the 50s or the 80s anymore.
Yeah, like our friend
funny.
MBS, you know, allegedly chopped up Jamal Khashoggi in a bunch of briefcases and tortured him to death. And we're friends with that guy. You know, that's a real good buddy of America.
That was an accident. He fell.
That's right. He fell into like a pile of machetes and stuff.
Yeah,
He
chopped
fell into a
himself out.
pile of turned-on circular saws accidentally. Sorry. They're all just turned on and buzzing around over there. It's a circular saw
Fell
area.
right into where they were sleeping.
Yeah, you know. Scared them. Turned them on.
Classic move.
Yeah.
Reporters.
Yeah, but you know, we're friends with that guy, but not Vladimir Putin, who only poisons his enemies, okay?
Yeah, you see, he's like,
Remember the guy who's like, I'm running for president of Russia? Where's he at?
he's in jail.
Oh, he's dead? Okay. I thought he's dead.
Someone got arrested over there.
And someone got poisoned as well, accidentally, I think.
Okay.
I think
Well,
that was
I
the
mean,
guy.
I'm sure those are two isolated events.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
had
that's
nothing
not
to do with the
Vladdy.
elections that were going on.
Yeah, it's not Vlad that's doing it. He's too cool, man.
Anyway, I mean, dude, Vlad.
Anyone named Vlad? I mean, that's
That's-
everyone in Russia or Sergey,
That's
but
true,
like,
I guess. And if your name's Vlad here, that'd be weird.
yeah, you'd be
Like
the odd
if
man
you're
out.
just a guy from,
America,
Columbus,
named-
Ohio, or some shit.
yeah, or like Connecticut named Vlad.
Yeah.
That's
like,
that's a little weird. So, Vlad from Michigan. Like, okay,
all right, dude.
Vlad.
Okay.
No one's scared of you, so you know. Like, the name's not scary.
But poisoning a water supply based on just like changing the recipe and shit on the internet. What did they do? Like control fucking Z? No, that's paste.
Yeah, what do you like? What is? I would love a hacker,
not
even
new.
though that's an '80s term, to come and explain to me hacking. Like,
We should interview a hacker live on the podcast. Recorded.
live recorded, so he doesn't know where we are and find us immediately. But he's like, "Oh, I saw you guys over here." Just gives out our address. But no,
Yeah,
what
careful
are
not
they
to
just
piss off.
always? Huh?
Let's interview anonymous.
Yeah. Well, they always in the movies. They're just like, "All right, cool, I'm in." It's like, what would you do?
I mean,
Hold
you know, they're always like, "There's an older system. It's gonna take me a little longer to get into."
The older systems.
Got it.
Got it. This fucking dinosaur idiot. Jeez. Yeah, so they always are just typing away at their computers, hitting Control Z and Control J or whatever, and Control L for lie. Maybe
like,
that's what it was. Control L was just
L
increase lie.
Plus 11,000.
Yeah, Control L, then 11,000 while holding it down.
Shit.
I don't know. 11,000 parts per million. The thing is, too, what a pussy, bro. Dump the whole thing in there.
But what if he
What
was
are you trying to
thinking,
do?
let's make it look like it's not an insane amount, because like 100,000 would look ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
11,000
maybe
parts per million
11,000.
of
Someone
lie.
wouldn't like. They'd still see the 100 there. I don't know. Maybe they'd
You're like, fine, it's okay.
scroll past it.
Yeah.
But in that case, you're right. I guess you should go big or go home.
Yeah,
Go big or go
literally.
fuck
Like,
yourself.
what are you doing? You're already trying to kill everyone, so you might as well just fucking do it. Like, you might as well just literally, like, you know, just put every chemical in there. You know what I'm saying?
And that's to every cyber terror.
Go for broke. Just go balls to the wall. You know. But it's just weird how he's like, I'll put a little bit more in there, and then maybe I'll increase it later if people don't get the second off or whatever. Like eating a burnt bagel.
And that's like a confidence problem, probably due to social media.
Yeah, you know, really, that's just the problem. Social media really boils down to everything, you know. Someone called him a bitch or something on social media or whatever.
Yeah.
Then he's got to go poison a water supply because he learned hacking on YouTube. Okay, he learned code or
This
whatever.
is the perfect time for video, because this is a guy that I would understand if he
Yeah.
became a supervillain
But
like
real
that.
quick
this
though.
is just gonna be great.
Okay, we're on the topic of code, so I'll keep us on there for devs.
Oh
We're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
that.
Oh god, which fucking video? It's this one. This Yikes 3.
Yeah, yeah. So this Okay.
So
Yeah, that's a great.
is
There's
this
no
guy
way to
gonna be
segue
a
into this.
fucking? I don't want to like put this on him.
This
because
might be
I
the
don't
guy who
know.
hacked the water supply.
This is the guy who hacked the water supply. 100%.
He might be. I'm just saying he might be. Now already,
He's singing to his girl.
let's take a little time on this, analyzing what's going on here.
Yeah.
The John Cusack in whatever movie, Candle movie.
16 Candles.
Yeah, 64 Candles. Was John Cusack? He was the
I
guy.
don't think it was
Trent Radner or whatever.
Luke Ryan. No, Jake Ryan.
Jake Radner.
I don't think that was 16 Candles. I forget what 80s movie that is, but it's with John Cusack.
He's holding up the big ass ridiculous boombox with the baby come back shit. Doesn't
And
work.
she says, "You had me at hello."
Yeah, it's just
No, that was from.
God.
I'm just kidding. That was from that movie. Renee Zellweger said that in.
That's right. Yeah.
In that Tom Cruise movie.
She's had some pretty recent, plastic surgery that's made her face look a little more
God.
normal. Her eyes are.
I don't want to hear about that right before I go to sleep.
They opened her eyes.
Okay.
You see her
Oh,
eyes. They're
really?
actually not bad. The eyes.
Well, jeez.
Yeah, they
Let's
she's
get
not all
back on
squinty.
topic.
But yeah, anyway, this is not what you want to do. This is a bad move. Is she in jail? Like, what is this?
This is just something you have to have outside your house.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's like a
area.
work. Maybe this is a school. Maybe she works at a school, and so does he.
So he's basically doing the singing thing, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna
It's terrible. By
wake
the way.
up this
Awful.
girl that's awesome, with a little serenading," or he's gonna
wake that pussy up. Is what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what he thinks he's gonna do.
Yeah. He's like, "I know exactly what to do."
I'll sing
I
terribly.
expect that there's already another guy there.
Remember that Ed and Eddie part where they were singing? Okay, never mind. When Jimmy, they thought it was like Naz looking out the window. We'll have to watch more of that.
We
yeah.
gotta watch.
We'll have to
more.
watch.
I
Yeah,
like
fine.
that.
Yeah.
Starting to realize-
Okay, so here's where it kind of goes south. All right, so we can pause it right there. Just right there.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah. So he starts to cry,
It
but I
hurts to
guess
watch.
he's
This is
such an.
painful. This is painful.
It is. I really am starting to heat up now. My body starting to sweat.
So
But
comfy.
why with the choice? I guess he's just a performer at heart. He keeps the mic up to his mouth while crying into it, and he cries. He could have cried right there and still been embarrassed, and they wouldn't have heard the crying.
Cried into
But
the
no, he has to
cherry.
cry into the mic. So now he's hunched over, crying into the mic like that. Horrible. Oh, there are other hoes in the sea, man. All right, so yeah, this guy's like. Oh my! Yeah.
Get ready to listen to the whole thing.
And the wind is blowing, so it's even better.
Oh, Jesus.
One more time. I don't even know what song this is. And he's lip syncing.
Yeah, he's having fun right there.
And his boys are like. This is one of the worst things I've ever fucking seen. This is literally.
So uncomfy.
Holy shit. I am just like wanting to disappear inside of
rattled.
my own body. I am very
I'm in
rattled.
shambles.
That rattled my sphincter. That was really not good. Wow. Just wow. I mean, he could have gone there to show her up and not sang a song. But he chose to anyway do that, and once again, the not removing the mic away from your mouth to make the crying noises. Just cry into the mic. What the fuck, man?
Sorry.
And-
Sorry, guy.
yeah, well,
Don't become a supervillain. Don't poison any more water supplies.
yeah, just don't poison stuff.
Don't poison things.
No need to poison.
Speaking
Poisoning
of
is
things that
unnecessary.
like, people are gonna think is poison. I saw
Oh, yeah?
another article. It was about something we talked about probably on the first Big Chillin podcast, or like one of the early ones. But we talked about 3D printing like meat and steaks and shit.
Uh-oh.
Or,
What do we have
and
here?
we got the world's first 3D printed ribeye.
No shit, finally. So it's made of
Uh,
meat particles?
They did surgery on a
It's
ribeye.
made of marticles, meat particles.
Remember when they did that with the they did surgery on a grape thing? I'm just gonna
Surgery on
grab
a
this
grape?
because like
Oh.
I don't know, it's probably another like clickbait article.
They
But-
3D printed a steak.
This would change everything if they were good, and if people liked them.
Is it yucky?
Cruelty-free, they say.
Oh my god, why? 'Cause you're killing
It's-
something for food, you weirdos?
Yeah, I mean, like, that's a thing that happens all the time.
You can't. Literally, if your clothing is not 100% vegan, pardon me, 100% non. I had some sort of loogie start to block my,
Oh, yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
airway. But anything that's like not made in America for people who are paid, or by people who are paid a living wage and not like, enslaved children who actually make our clothing, you're just literally contributing to oppression and suffering just by wearing clothes. So there's nothing you can do. You might as well just wear the clothes and eat the meat, unless you want to pay like $150 for a vegan pair of shoes. So
Yeah, they're always, like, really expensive. I don't know.
yeah.
But this new dish created by Israeli food laboratory LF Farms marks the... We're talking about a lot of Israeli stuff. I don't know.
We're just all about them.
Yeah. Marks the world's first 3D bioprinted ribeye made with real cow tissue, despite the fact... Oh, it's real cow. Despite the fact that no animals were hurt or killed in the process. Interesting. Breakthrough follows the
So-
company's initial leap into the lab-grown meat industry in 2018. Yeah, very interesting. They didn't use 3D printing at that time. That would be...
So they just like lab grew this thing.
So this sounds like Impossible Burger is gonna hit, or like the Impossible Steak is gonna hit restaurants or something.
Impossible steak.
Because the way they talk about it here, it's like, oh, it could be as low as $50 when it hits dining areas. $50 is kind of a lot.
I don't recall ever paying $50 for a steak anywhere around here.
Yeah,
What-
I mean, it's got to be
what?
like a good ass restaurant, right? Because who would order the $50?
$50 ribeye steak? Is it like dry aged Wagyu or something?
Grown in a lab, apparently. But shouldn't it be cheaper if they don't even need any ingredients?
$50.
No,
Yeah, you just
kidding.
like, damn.
Israel's food science industry has pioneered the lab meat industry as of late. As food science countries such as Aleph, who recently grew meat in space, as well as future meat technologies and redefined meat, developing cruelty-free alternatives with the nation's borders. Here's the thing. If they could create a good steak and burger,
We tasted.
it could change everything.
Yeah.
Because, like, what?
I mean, I was just saying, like, we maybe preface it with, like, we tasted the Beyond Burger. Is
Yeah,
that what
we've
it's
had,
called?
we've had those
Burger.
before. And they were like,
Burger.
if they didn't tell me, I would just think, oh, they have a different recipe.
Yeah, it's just a
Something
weird
like that.
tasting burger, basically.
Yeah.
An
It didn't taste
aftertaste.
that different. It's probably better now. I don't know. But if
It was
they
just
could
weird.
literally eliminate the factory farming issue, and in the same process eliminate the potential of famine, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
if we could feasibly grow meat and have it widely and readily available for people,
Yeah.
as well as other things, if we could
Just grow milk, too.
grow some milk, maybe like print some vegetables on the side because you need those.
Yeah, man. But yeah, once
that
people
would change the
can...
game.
Huh?
I was just saying it would change.
Oh, so yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll change the game because, like, there's nothing, obviously factory farming is not ideal, and it's terrible, and it's cruel.
And it's unsustainable. There's another
Yeah,
point that's like,
100%
and
unsustainable.
it's the only way that we can feed our giant population of people.
Yeah, and, allegedly, for all you fucking people out there who say we're not overpopulated, shut up, because, you should like this. This should be fine.
Well,
This should be absolutely fine.
Yeah, this would be a very cool thing, especially
Yeah.
if they could just like
No, I was talking
grow
about
that
factory farming.
stuff. Oh,
Like, they should like factory farming because we're not overpopulated, so it's
oh
fine.
yeah,
But, like,
fine.
allegedly, according to them. But basically, yeah, you have like psychopaths and sociopaths and people who love being cruel to animals working in the fucking places. Before Facebook started censoring everything, a lot of those videos came out, the factory farming ones. And they were less than ideal conditions, and it looked like
Huh.
shit. And Facebook, of course, probably
That
receiving
tastes
money
great.
from the factory farming industry, put the fucking kibosh on that.
Hmm.
You looking at the Old Spice people?
No, I'm reading.
Oh,
Process of printing meat may begin with plant-based ingredients, or in the
Mm.
case of LF steak, real bovine cells that have been cloned and cultivated in a lab setting. The 4 primary cells that make up meat,
Wow.
muscle tissue, fat, blood, and support cells create the ink used to print the steak. We were literally talking about this. Like,
That's
earlier.
crazy. Yeah. That's
We were
amazing.
just like speculating, but that would be very cool.
How long has this been out?
This is a new article,
Okay.
like of a day ago, but they've been working on
Damn,
this for
a
a
day
couple
ago.
years.
Yeah, we did talk
Uh,
about this in another episode, didn't we? Like
Yeah.
a couple episodes back.
We were like, what would be
fucking-
some cool future shit that would change everything that
Yeah.
is like kind of looking feasible within the next 100 years.
Here it is.
We recognize some consumers will crave thicker and fattier cuts of meat.
Mm.
This accomplishment represents our commitment to meeting our customers' unique preferences and taste buds, and we will continue to progressively diversify our offerings.
You can like
So-
customize the marbling.
What if you had like, instead of, I mean, you might have a microwave still, but what if you had a household food printer or something, and it was like a not stovetop, like a, you put it on a countertop thing, and you could literally just, I mean, everyone will have a smartphone at this house, so you probably just connect it to the wall and maybe via USB or something,
Yep.
and be able to download other types of steak.
You can
to the
adjust
thing. You
the
probably
fat level.
order the ink stuff, like you get the fat tubes.
Yeah,
or whatever.
cartridges. Yeah.
I don't know, but it would be difficult because you'd have to be able to make that from a compact thing to be able to fit in someone's house
Mhm.
and not have to store large amounts of the stuff. I guess you could buy the cartridges in bulk and
Yeah.
just have them in the pantry or something if
Yeah.
it's like able to do that, unless you need to buy another freezer for it or something like that. But if you could just then kind of print your things out or print out some burgers, that way you don't
Mhm.
have to, like, I guess, spend as much money.
Yeah,
you don't
and
have to kill as many cows and stuff. You could just like
yeah,
kind of let them roam around.
yeah, and it might start with like yeah. I mean, these basically
Well,
set
there'd
the
be way
cows
too many
free.
cows, so we'd have to get the last of them.
Yeah, you'd have to eat the last of them. So I mean, I'd be like, "There's the
We have to
last."
scale down the population a little bit.
Yeah.
We can't just let them run wild, right?
That'd be a vintage ass thing to buy and keep in the freezer forever. The last cow steak, dude. Imagine that shit.
It would be interesting because if it is exactly like a nice piece of steak, like precision, I'm talking like 100 years from now, maybe.
Yeah,
The absolute precision that it would take to get to a real piece of steak, or like a nice ribeye or a tomahawk steak. Because what would it have? It would have to print the bone too, right?
yeah. I guess you just get bone material and shit, and would it
You
print
can't
it
really
out?
print out a bone in steak, can you? It would always have to be like a
Yeah, could
boneless
you do a
Salisbury
bone
steak
in?
looking thing.
I mean, there's no way they would have to. They could probably figure out how to do bone and then, print the meat around the bone or some shit.
Maybe, but you'd
I
have to
don't know.
like have a cow bone. Maybe everybody keeps a cow bone. So you could print your
Everyone's
steaks
just
off
got a
the bone.
box of cow bones that they
You have
reuse.
to, you have to- so not only do you have to get the cartridges, you also have to get the
Cow bones.
the animal bone that is required.
That is
for
so
the flavor.
funny.
No, you probably. I guess that'd be interesting too, because you can't really print out wings, 3D print wings that way.
No,
You still have to fuck up chickens on a daily basis, like on a massive level. But there's so many of them. Sorry.
It didn't
That's
really.
Sorry.
But
But,
register, I'm sure.
Yeah, for chicken tenders though, you'd be able to do it.
Yeah, but would it come out like raw? Would you print a raw steak and then just toss it in the skillet and cook it,
Yeah, I
or
think.
like that's pretty cool?
That's pretty nice. Because if it would
Yeah.
look like a raw red piece of meat with all the iron content and all the nice
All the
flavor.
vitamins.
Yeah, you could be like, you could just skip the whole, is it grass fed, is it fucking given
Yeah.
steroids? Like you could just skip that whole fucking process where you have to choose.
Yep.
It's always organic.
Always organic,
Yeah.
100% of the time. But yeah, they could probably just start with mass 3D printing meat and just selling it in stores, and then coming down to some sort of the way just basically the way the computer started in a big ass room, and now we have one in our pocket. So
Yeah.
basically our paquito. Basically it'll just probably wind up like that. You just print whatever food, like in Spy Kids. Just reference
Says Didier Tubia is the CEO.
Mm.
Of, I'm fucking butchering that.
Sounds
name.
like a bacteria. Gardidia. You have Gardidia tubia web
Yeah, that's not
parasite.
good.
It's like, oh my god, that sounds terrible.
They said he anticipates the ribeye could arrive in supermarkets during the next 2 to 3 years, pending
Yes.
U.S. Department of Agriculture inspection and approval. That's pretty close, it seems.
They'll probably let it right in. We're super good friends with Israel. They're like, yeah, whatever, man. Fuck it.
Put your meat right in our store.
Shove your meat into us. That's
We
a
need that Israeli.
meat.
No, okay.
I hear it's more
Um,
girthy.
Really?
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
faster than the new generation of plant substitutes. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, people are gonna want the bone-in steaks, but
Yeah, I do like a bone-in ribeye, you know. But they'll figure out how to print the bone. Like, how hard would it be to like have meat, and then meat, and you print the
You know
connective
what?
tissue,
You're
and then the
right.
bone over it, and then you just give 'em the marrow, and then the hard bone again, then
Yeah,
more
but it's-
connective tissue
ah,
over it, and then
jeez.
more meat. It's just like that. I'm sure that's how they would explain it too. It's like what you do is you program in, your little hacky shit, and then boom, you got the bone, and then some more typing, and then connective tissue or whatever.
Control B for
Control B for bone, Control C for connective tissue,
Be
Control M for
confusing.
meat.
bone. Everything is moving.
Yeah, it's my leg. Sorry, I bounced my leg.
You're good. I
I'm a
bounced my leg as
bouncer.
well.
I do both of them. Sometimes I go over here, then I go over here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just like
I usually, I guess, do the right one.
if I'm really just out of control, I just bounce them both.
You're just doing do the double bass.
Yeah, just do the nice 30-second notes or whatever.
It's funny. as fuck.
16th note double baits. Just
Double bass.
Double Bates Motel.
I was thinking that too.
Norman Double Bates. Master Norman Bates. Hilarious. But yeah, that's when they led Tom Brady up, whatever that ramp was, or just along the sidewalk around the paparazzi. All I could do was envision him just like you're right next to him.
Stumbling.
He's like, "Hey, what's up, everybody?"
Time to go.
He's just like laughing like that. Just fucking hilarious. Like that kid on he's on Gelatin or whatever they had him on in the hospital. He's like, damn, or whatever. Remember that kid?
What?
I was on Tosh.0.
Oh,
The
he
kid's
was
like laughing. He's like,
surgery.
laughing all
jeez.
fucking hilarious. But man, he looked trashed.
Yeah, he had a
That's
good
funny as
time out
fuck.
there. It's hot in Tampa.
And the
they-
only
they
thing you're
was
supposed to
drinking
do when it's hot out,
avocado tequila or whatever.
yeah, you drink in the sun to cool yourself off and hydrate.
He's earned it. Look, I mean,
Yeah.
7 bowls.
7 bowls,
I mean, that's
7 Dorito bowls.
literally 3 more than any other quarterback ever, or than any other player ever.
Yep, greatest player.
Greatest player in the history of the NFL.
Yeah,
It's
History of football,
inarguable at
perhaps.
this point. Inarguable. Maybe in all of the major sports,
yeah.
no one's got 7.
Nope.
Bill Russell, I guess, but he was playing against Plumbers.
Yeah. yeah.
Plumbers.
It's him versus Plumbers. So I mean,
Plumbers and Wilt Chamberlain.
yeah, Plumbers versus Wilt Chamberlain. That's it. He,
Yeah, the little skyhook.
yeah, watch out for that. So strong.
No, that was Kareem.
Couldn't even
Just
take
kidding. But apparently he could bench 500 pounds, Wilt Chamberlain.
it. 500
They
pounds
say
back
he
in the
could
day.
bench 500 pounds. He could run an insane time, like an Olympic level time. I don't know.
Yeah, because nutrition just wasn't the way it was back then, so it's kind of inconceivable to think someone could bench
Yeah.
press.
50-inch vertical or some shit.
That just seems like William Wallace shooting lightning out of his ass, you know?
Yeah. Or
Like he craps on there.
Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, shooting
Bo
lightning
Jackson
out of his
type
ass.
shit.
Yeah. Bo Jackson.
Tall tales, you know.
Yeah, real tall. Just because there's no I don't doubt that humans can obviously bench press a lot of weight nowadays, but what was like the highest bench press weight like in the 50s, like when he played or whatever? Is it the 50s? 60s?
I think late 50s
Okay.
throughout the 60s and some of the 70s.
Well, I don't know what powerlifters were putting up back then.
Like 225 maybe.
Yeah, I mean they looked
No, I'm kidding.
really not super
They-
in amazing shape. Like,
They didn't look the same. It wasn't like super ripped or anything. They were just like normal
yeah.
ripped, normal big.
Yeah, I mean, even watching like the Hitler Youth videos on like all the Hitler shows that are on, you see like the real skinny guys doing pull-ups and shit. It's like, okay, I mean,
Yeah,
I
like,
guess like you're in
The best
shape.
soldiers over there.
Yeah,
but-
you're in shape, but like you're not, They're
You don't wanna be
dumbbells that have
giant.
like the round, the round fucking shit.
Oh yeah, the old timey.
Yeah, instead of hexagonal like they're supposed to be. God.
They don't roll around your fucking driveway.
Yeah, they don't just like fucking tumble around and roll everywhere. They should have just made them square, man.
Yeah,
They
I don't know
still
what
roll.
that is. I don't know what the deal is with. What's the deal with weights?
What's the deal with weights? They're so happy. Okay, I don't even lift them a bunch, but
No, but apparently old people are still going to the gym right now in a pandemic. Not
Yeah.
giving a fuck. They just have their balls out, having a conversation in the locker room.
that's good.
It's just what they go there. They can't give that up.
No, they cannot give up talking to someone naked. You know, that's the
all
one
old
thing.
people go to the gym for.
It's a pastime. They strike you up in conversation about how things were like back in high school for them, and how, you know, if you have
They
a
put
certain
one leg
haircut,
up on the table and like
potentially,
balls out.
yeah, lotioning their
Weird
fucking
as
kneecaps. Yeah, there's this one guy who, you know, I guess I hope he's still alive and stuff, but like, it's funny. He stopped talking to me when I told him I supported Bernie, but it was pretty hilarious. But yeah, he would just like be naked and talk to you.
What the fuck?
It's like, all right, yeah, man. Just looking around like this naked old guy's right next
I
to you,
have like
just
a
talking.
loose ass towel. They just
Yeah.
want to like have their balls out in a sauna or something.
Yeah, this guy's like 80 for sure, like 84
Yeah,
probably.
if he was still doing that at the gym now, that I mean, maybe he's
Yeah.
just immune to everything at this point.
Yeah, who
because
cares?
of all
You know,
the joints.
it's like they're just gonna be out no matter what. No matter what pair of pants I put on, they're gonna be out. That's what he's thinking. They just fall out. Yeah, it's great. It's really great. But yeah, they're just continuing to. Oh my God, has that been recording the whole time? My fucking knee bouncing. Jesus Christ.
It's probably not in the mic right now.
I hope not. Just a
It might be
banging.
in places, but
Shit
that's okay.
balls. Whatever. That happens. You know, I just gotta bounce the old knee while thinking. I don't know.
I definitely want to do this video. This was fucking.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Oh wait, no, this one was good too.
Oh man.
This one's 13 seconds. Let me do this one because this one was very good.
I saw you make.
This is,
Oh,
this is
God.
just a nice little interview. with
Oh
the
yeah, this
guy.
guy's.
He definitely doesn't have the answer that you think he's gonna have.
Nope.
To a lot of these.
Making some gestures at the police. I was wondering what's going on. What's going on here today?
Well, the cops shot somebody down here a couple nights ago, and they're gonna just walk away like it's no big deal. And people like these fine folks right here say, no, it's enough, 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 enough. Give us a reason, give us an excuse, and we want to hold somebody accountable.
Okay.
You can't just go around killing people. Can you? I
No.
can't. I know
No.
I can't. I mean, there's lots of people
He
sure
knows
I'd
he
like
can't.
to put a stick in, but you know,
How long is all
He
this
knows for
going to
sure
go
you
on?
can't go around.
it's going to
killing
go on till it's over.
Till it's over. What's going to make this over?
This is
What
where
are
it
there?
gets good.
Are there specific
so if we
demands
pause it-
that these people want that you
Oh, we're just
and
watching
these
the
fellow
whole video
people
all the way
want?
through. All right.
I would
timing.
like to have some pussy, and that
Pussy.
would make it over for me.
Demands that these people want that you and these fellow people want.
I would like to have some pussy, and that would make it over for me.
All right.
good pussy.
It would be personally over
Well,
for him.
Have a great day.
He's
Ra-
like, "Look,
racism will
the
be solved
cops
for
are
this man."
The cops are just murdering people out in the street. Well, how could we end this? I just like the pussy. I
Yeah,
guess
you
I
know.
get it from my-
That's when it'll be over for me personally. Racism will end.
He's like, look, I mean, let's be honest here. This is what this is all about. This is what we're all about.
Yeah. Pussy.
Jesus
Yeah, he's
Christ.
great. These morals are in line though.
It's
Yeah.
obviously like it's obvious that they interviewed this guy because they were looking for some weird answer, and they
Mhm.
got what they were looking for. Like this is, I mean,
Yeah.
in a different type of way, because they were probably
Yeah.
hoping that he would have some conflicting things to say about the Black Lives Matter crowd.
Yeah, they're hoping that he was racist, but no, he's actually. It's weird how homeless people could be like, you know, caring human beings. Isn't it weird? You know, the news people clearly didn't think that was possible.
Yeah, they were like, this guy should have some weird
That's
stuff
this
to say.
dirty homeless guy. What he thinks. Surely he's racist. 'Cause he's white.
What? Male.
White.
I want to check the time too. 'cause
So
I do wanna show
white.
another
See how
video.
white the time is. Yeah.
It's not showing up. That's fine.
All right. All white. That's really good. Cool. So I guess we'll. One
Hey, wow.
white hour and 14 white minutes.
Oh wow! In
about
9
that?
white seconds.
Yeah, 10 white seconds now.
Fuck yeah! No, I definitely want to show this video because it's just kind of impressive.
Oh my god, yeah, this is incredible. I mean, totally
Oh,
a
yeah.
crime, highway robbery and like hijacking or some shit of oranges.
I don't know.
Yeah, you know, it's illegal for sure.
Maybe.
Yeah, so they're speaking some sort of language
Yeah, I hear that too.
that's not English.
Okay, so they're like, you saw that movie, right, with Ben Diesel,
With
Mark
Vin
Sinclair,
Diesel? Mark Sinclair is the real name.
Paul Walker.
This is the real name. This is why I told you to get the moonroof on the. No, okay.
That's why it's good to have a sunroof,
Yeah.
just in case there's a nice truck with a
He's got
bunch
yellow
of delicious
underwear.
oranges. And this is why he had the confidence. He's got some nice joggers. He's
Yeah,
got the
you know.
Nike socks. He's got the nice shoes on. Those
God.
are Nike socks, actually.
Sitting there on the car at like 65 miles an hour. What a just fucking absolute
Like, here we
nutbag.
go. You guys like oranges?
They love them. They're like, man, you know what? There's an orange truck. I could sure go for some oranges right now. Hey, they're always named Hector. Hector's the one who always likes to, you know,
There's
freak
that
out in
one
front of
guy named
everybody.
Hector in every
Yeah.
movie. I forget what the actor's name is that keeps playing him.
Yeah, I forgot his name too. Bald guy named Hector. But yeah, he's like, you know what? We sure could go for some oranges right now. Why don't you get up there, Hector? And he's like class clown. He's the one who has to show off to be in the group still.
He's like, oh, but
Yeah.
he's also extremely athletic and like
Yeah.
superhuman kind of.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll grab the oranges and just climb on this fucking truck.
Yeah, there's one.
That's not like a true orange. That's like a clementine.
That's a clementine, and he gets like a couple tangerines. Yeah, those are tangerines right there.
Yeah.
And he proceeds to risk his life
They're
for
going real
4. He risks his shit for 2 tangerines
They're not like super close either.
and 2 No, they get closer. Like right there.
Still.
What in the fuck? And they're pretty experienced at
trust.
doing this. So they just see a truck with stuff they like that's open on the top, and they take some oranges or whatever out of there.
Jeez,
Just
shouldn't
have
have
a
paused it there.
great time. Yeah.
He did it. He
Crime.
committed a crime.
Crime, yeah! Get all our faces on the camera. Is he driving a
They're
Tesla?
No.
No, no, he's not. I saw this.
It's a nice car
screen.
though. Yeah. They're like, yeah,
And then the
Not
truck
in front.
driver shoots him with a shotgun. Fast and
just
Furious.
like Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
But that isn't that kind of wild?
that's pretty goddamn wild.
Like,
You know,
there's
it's
a reason
pretty.
They have all the oranges, all the orange groves here in Florida. All like they got barbed wire
Yeah.
around them and shit, so people
Florida.
can just get in.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone would just be running in there and stealing all kinds of oranges if these guys are willing to risk like literal
that.
death.
We're on the West Orange Trail, and then
Yeah.
there were some oranges
Hey, bro.
out the side as I was on my longboard, and I was like thinking about getting one of them oranges, and then I saw the barbed wire, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's not worth it for an orange.
Yeah,
And then
nope.
it's probably warm because we're outside.
Yeah, it's not even a cold, refreshing orange. It's just a
Yeah,
hot
I like
orange.
that
It's going to
shit.
make this citric acid even worse.
It's not going to be as good. I mean, it's still going to be good because it's an orange on a.
Yeah. And you don't know what
Okay,
sort of
so-
psycho farmers on that property.
Yeah, they could like really care about their oranges.
Yeah, he probably has a hole in his living room floor.
Ah, jeez. Like Mel Gibson.
Yeah, yeah, like Mel
Guess
Gibson.
what? It's just been revoked.
Yeah,
And that's probably going to do it
it's just
for
been
the Big
revoked.
Chillin' podcast.
Oh my goodness, that's great! Another wonderful episode of the Big Chillin' podcast.
pretty
You
good
know,
one.
yeah,
A
I
lot of
like this one.
information.
Yeah, a lot of info, a lot of learning
We've
happened.
been doing that.
We've been giving
It's pretty
people learning,
Yeah, we learned them,
been making them learn.
and they absorbed it. Hopefully, hopefully it was coherent. And,
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, now we know things.
Yeah, we all know now. So yeah, rate, comment, or whatever,
Like, subscribe.
and subscribe. So we'll hopefully be around for a while.
Yeah.
Later.
That was the Big Chillin' Podcast.